Hello Sagittarius, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot. Today we are doing an old and new read. Basically what an old and new read is a cycle coming to an end and a new cycle beginning. Reason we are doing these reads is because simply we are having a lunar and solar eclipse cycle. We've just come off the lunar one. We're now coming up for the solar one, the solar being the start and the lunar being the end. Basically, how do these work out to be the start and end? It's a new moon for a solar eclipse and it's a full moon for a lunar eclipse. It's that simple, really. Okay, it is a general read and it may or may not resonate with you doubly for this particular read. It may and may not resonate with you because maybe you're just not running off your particular star sign for your sun, moon, or rising. Maybe you're running off something else in your birth chart. Okay. Secondly, maybe you're in the middle of a cycle and not at the beginning of a cycle. If it isn't resonating with you, go and check out the All Signs Overview. There will be a link for it in the description. Okay, you had the Seven of Cups for the lunar eclipse read I done. The Seven of Cups is saying basically there's a lot of choices in front of you now. Okay, I'm kind of getting the feel the Seven of Cups is coming off of the end of the old cycle, which means you have a lot of choices for the new cycle. Going with this is a Tower. This is probably also the end of the cycle. Okay, and normally after a tower, within a tarot read, we will have a star at some point, and that's probably something to do with your new cycle. And I have a card upside down in my deck. We have the Six of Wands, and it's going to stay upside down in my deck for this particular read. The Six of Wands in reverse is telling us that maybe you come out of this not feeling like you won. Maybe you may have won the battle, but not the war. Okay, or maybe you haven't been recognized for the hard work you have done. Okay, so let's get the energies out. The way we'll do the energies is the first card I will pull will be the old cycle. The second card I will pull will be the new cycle. The third card I pull will be the energy between the cycles, if you want. The energy of the void between cycles, shall we say. The crossover energies. And I'll get some clarifiers out of there for you as well. Okay, so we've got the Six of Cups. We have got the Ace of Cups. Reasonably nice. And we've got the Ace of Swords. Okay, I won't do a crossing card from here because, well, what part of the read would it be crossing? That is the question, really, isn't it? So, the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is saying this old cycle is from, which is coming to an end, has come to an end, will soon be ending. Okay, the energies of eclipses and things can span for quite a long time through the year. Generally speaking, you normally feel it a couple of weeks before, a couple of weeks after. So, like, this could be ending right now for you. Okay, it's all to do with something what made you happy in the past. With the Tower, well, perhaps it's not making you happy anymore. And with the Victory in reverse, that Six of Wands in reverse, again, it's probably saying it's not making you happy anymore. Okay, so we have got the Hierophant coming out, the Four of Cups, and the Six of Swords. Now, the Hierophant is telling us that this could have been something which was long-term. Okay, the Hierophant is a little bit about long-term, like long-term commitments, like, well, marriages and things like that. It's a religious figure. It's indicating religious beliefs and religious ceremonies and the like. With the Four of Cups, I'm getting disappointment of the Four of Cups. The reason you get disappointment of the Four of Cups, sometimes it's boredom, sometimes it's like the thing what drives you on. The reason it's disappointment is because in other depictions you have three cups in front of you, and the fourth cup is what you're thinking about, is what you're missing from the situation. Okay, so there is a disappointment involved with whatever happened. This old cycle you were in, be it work, be it leisure, be it a relationship, there was happy times in it. It was good at the beginning, but maybe it's just got old and stale. Maybe it was never meant to last this long. Okay, that could also be an indication of some sort of authority. Perhaps perhaps when it started, you were in authority over it, and now it's finishing. It isn't. Maybe that's why you're disappointed, because the authority you thought you had was just that, and an illusion. And again, that could be what the Seven of Cups is on about, the illusion of having the choices. Okay, perhaps they just gave you that illusion, and then something changed and they decided, no, I'm going to be in charge, not you. With the the Six of Swords at the end, I was still thinking of the Seven of Cups, sorry. With the Six of Swords at the end, it's telling us that there is some sort of clarity being had. It's a transitional energy of going from a turbulent way of thinking or a turbulent way of acting to a more calm and collective way of thinking and acting. So although the cycle didn't pan out the way you wanted it to, it has given you time to reflect and time to sort of, I don't know, catalogue the errors and put them in reserve for if they come up again, you know how to get around them next time. And crossing this is, oh look, there's our tower again. Crossing this is the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is all talking about disappointment in this particular case. It was a big drama. It weren't just a nice easy break, if it was, or a nice easy ending, and the tower sort of says that as well. It was a bit of a life-changing ending. It was a bit of an out of the blue ending as well. You thought everything was still going well, but perhaps it wasn't. This could be like being fired from the job for what you can see absolutely no reason whatsoever, but obviously your bosses do have an issue with you. But perhaps it might have been some minor infraction of something. Maybe you and someone else just don't work very well, don't gel together, and the bosses decided you're the one they'll have to let go. It could be a breakup of a relationship. You found out that your partner was actually with someone else, or just didn't love you, maybe, and you finally realized it, and it's I said that was disappointing. The Page of Swords then backed that up with the crossing energy. Okay, so let's see what this Ace of Cups is. The Ace of Cups is the new love. Okay, it is a start card as well. It's saying it's a start of a new cycle. The Ace of Cups can be a love you're not really anticipating. Okay, perhaps you're looking for a new job, and you're looking for the job you love. Perhaps you're looking for a person you love. Perhaps it's coming in a different package. Perhaps it's not quite what or who you thought it was going to be. Okay, so I've got a card in reverse coming out there, in the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, I feel it's because it can't give me the Hierophant again. Now, I would like to just say there may be Wheel of Fortunes coming out in this, or anything what indicates that sort of transitional energy. A Wheel of Fortune, Two of Pentacles, Death card, or something like that. I'm obviously running out of options at the moment now. I've only got another 5 or 6 cards to pull out of here. So, yeah, I do think we might see something like that coming out at some point. Okay. So we've got the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is normally a card of independence and freedom, one way or another. Either making yourself single for a new relationship, breaking away from a job so you can go and pursue another job somewhere else. Okay, that sort of energy. Or perhaps just retiring from a job and living off your savings, which is generally known as retirement. Okay, so yeah, it could, but in reverse it's saying that although the freedom and the independence is feeling like it's trapping you, okay, you've got it, you don't want it. Okay, that's what my Nine of Pentacles in reverse is telling us at the moment. With a Ace of Wands and a Two of Wands, though, this beginning is something which you feel very passionate about, something which is getting your creative juices flowing, so to speak. And the Two of Wands is kind of like making a choice of which direction to take it. Now, obviously, we all have our own little hobbies and we are our own little pastimes. Maybe you read lots of books, okay? This combination could be, now, do I just keep reading lots of books and maybe start a YouTube channel doing book reviews, or some other sort of thing, doing book reviews, or do I try going for the slightly harder option of actually writing my own book? You've got a lot of experience with books. You've seen a lot of ways of how they're written and how they're set out. So you have the ideas in your head. It's all there. All you have to do is now translate it with your own idea. Okay. But this could be the new love you find. It might not, as I said, it might not necessarily be a person. It could be a job. It could even be a pet. Okay. So crossing this is the Ace of Cups again. Okay, the Ace of Cups is saying, again, it's something new. It's a new love. It could be just a new way of doing things. As I said, maybe you're reading books. Maybe you already have some sort of like book review platform somewhere, wherever it may be. Maybe you post book reviews on Facebook or Twitter. I don't know. It might not even be anything to do with books. I'm just using that as an example. Okay, whatever it is in your life, you know what's going on in your life. You know what this is in your life. I don't. I'm just feeling the energies around a lot of you Sagittariuses. Okay, so but it is that new love, and it's looking at it in a different way. I feel. Okay, it's a different way of loving. The fact that it's given us the Ace of Cups again, and with a Page of Pentacles underneath that, that's saying, well, perhaps you actually need to do some research on this. The Page of Pentacles, if our Page of Swords there was like hands-on experience, yeah, what you've learned throughout this cycle, okay, this is what you need to learn in advance. Academical type of learning, if you will. Underneath that, what have we got? We have got the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is by teaching yourself where you have to go, and what you have to do with this, yeah, you will be opening the door to the end of the cycle. It's a Ten of Pentacles after all. Tens indicate the end, but it's also a card of like an abundance of wealth, whatever that abundance of wealth is for you. Not everyone has financial wealth as a form of wealth. Sometimes it's knowledge, sometimes it's skill. Okay, but this would be like a generational wealth, if you will. You'll be able to pass this on to your children and your children's children. So if you've written a book, for example, it will be the royalties of that book. And if that book gets turned into a film or a TV program, well, it'll be the royalties of that as well. Don't have to be a book. Maybe it's a song. Maybe you listen to a lot of music and you feel like you can write and pen a song. Underneath that is the Knight of Pentacles. It's going to take a lot of planning. This isn't going to happen overnight. Okay, so this could be a bit of a long cycle you're going into. But it will be fast, and you will be certain and sure on which direction to go. Okay, and you see these cards as I'm pulling them off as well. So there you go. Oh, pulling off cards. And lastly is the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is kind of telling us that you are going to be defending this sort of whatever this new cycle is. Yes, you may feel trapped by it. Yes, it may be taking independence away from you. Okay, maybe your wish was to go, I don't know, disappear off to France and for 2 years and do your book and a happy ever after at the end of it. Perhaps you can't. Perhaps you haven't got the funding to do that, and perhaps you're trapped into a job or a situation where you have to see that situation through, because that's the thing supporting you doing your new loving passion there. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is what is the whatever energy you want to call that, the intermediate energy, the crossing energy, the mixing energy. The mixing part is the cauldron. Okay, so the Ace of Swords is the cauldron, and this is a realization. It's the aha moment, the eureka moment, the recognition of, I know the truth, I can see it, I know which way I need to go, I know what I have to do, sort of energy. With a Nine of Cups coming out there, a Seven of Swords, and a Five of Swords. Okay, you feel that the first thing I felt getting pulled to with this was that Five of Swords, which is you feel like you could sacrifice everything at the moment in this transitional stage. It feels like everything you might be able, you might lose absolutely everything by taking this jump. Okay, and you also, with the Seven of Swords, you also feel that things might get taken away from you. Okay, but the Nine of Cups there, did I call that the Nine of Swords or Seven of Swords? The Nine of Cups there is telling us that it's your dream. Okay, whatever your dream may be, maybe your dream was to sail around the world solo, okay? Maybe you're jacking it all in, setting up and getting all your assets into hard, cold capital, which you can then purchase a sailing boat to sail around the world single-handed. Maybe that was your dream. Maybe that's what you want to do. The realization is there, that transitional stage. Yeah, bad run there. Why not? I get rid of it all. I will start afresh. We've got 3 of the 4 aces out here. I'm going to start afresh. I'm going to jack it all in. I'm going to chase my dream, whatever that dream may be. As I said, for you, I'm going to chase it. And sorry, I've got a bit of fluff on my card. I just had to get rid of it. You're going to chase it, but then you start. There is that worrying and anticipation energy of, am I doing the right thing? What if I can't keep up payments on something? I might lose my house. I might lose my car while I'm doing it. I might lose everything. And this is kind of like a self-sacrifice card, if you will. But with the self-sacrifice, there is also, well, with this 5 of Swords, there is also the willingness to self-sacrifice everything to achieve your dream. Okay? Crossing this, I just saw what was underneath it. Crossing this is the 3 of Cups. The 3 of Cups is talking about a reunion of some description. It could be a third party. Maybe you meet a third party which drives you on. Maybe you bump into, if it's the book example, for instance, maybe you bump into an author in a local restaurant or something, and you strike up the chat, and the author sort of said, well, if I didn't have that push at the start, I would never have done it. And it gives you the, well, that could be your aha moment. But it could be a reunion with someone else. Maybe you meet up with an old school friend or something like that, and they just sort of show you, well, what they done with their life and how their life is pretty much no different to yours. Yeah, they just took the risk when it got offered to them, and you didn't. Okay, but there is some sort of reunion there. Now, the reason I giggled is because there's that Wheel of Fortune. This is kind of fated. It's kind of destiny. Now, the 2 of Wands down here is telling us that, well, you have your choice in the matter. You can take this road if you want. Imagine destiny, your destined path, whatever you want to call it, are the roads. Okay, and normally we travel on roads in cars, or maybe they're boats and on rivers. Yeah, so we travel these things in the vehicles which are designed for those things. Now, that's what this is. This is a road to get you from A to B, yeah, from one cycle to another, and you go in it in a car. But yeah, you've got your choice. You don't have to take the car. You could get on a horse, and then you could ride over someone's field. You can literally go from point A to point B directly if you wanted to. Okay, you might get in trouble for trespassing and stuff, but in the realms of the universal energies, that doesn't really come into play. There are no such things as boundaries like that in the universe. Okay, so that's what your free will is. That's what your choice is, compared to like a destined road. Now, as I said, you might want to go straight from A to B on your horse. Yeah, okay, yeah, you might get into a little bit of trouble as you have to go through a little wooded area. You might get knocked off your horse by a branch or something like that, but you get back up, you dust yourself off, climb back on, carry on. Where our road might take you a long way round, but you won't get knocked off your horse, and you won't end up getting a branch in your chest or anything like that. But it might take you a lot longer. Okay, but anyway, yes, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is literally our read here, the old going into the new. So yeah, we've got the Wheel of Fortune, and then we've got Temperance. As I said, this isn't going to happen overnight. This is going to take its time. Underneath the Temperance card, we have got the 2 of Swords. Again, this could be a bit of a difficult choice for you to make it, and again, it might require a bit of sacrifice. Okay, underneath that is Judgment, and Judgment is telling us that, well, basically, you're being judged. Yeah, the universe has set this up for you. You're being judged to see if you're going to take it. This won't be the first time this has happened to you. It might have happened to you on a lot smaller scale last time, but this time it's giving you the big push to see if you will go down its destined road, Wheel of Fortune. Underneath that is a Queen of Wands, and I wouldn't normally go the 6 cards in, but I just felt I needed to. Now, the Queen of Wands is centre of attention, among other things. It could be two-facedness, and it could be the feeling trapped. Okay, I got to put a brave face on and stay where I am while I'm doing what I passionately want to do behind the scenes. Okay, you have a mask on for when you're not doing it, when you're in your job and you're being good, you're sucking it up and you're just saying, yes, boss, no, boss, 3 bags, false, boss, because you just need that money to see you through. Now, I wasn't going to for this round or for this particular read, but I will, because I feel that there is a person, like with that Three of Cups there, I feel that there is a person which you're going to meet in the transitional periods, which is going to be the one that helps you. Well, and it could be me, okay, because it's a Cancerian. Okay, so you might meet a Cancerian who is going to help you with it. It could be this read. This read could be the thing that drives you on, but the chances are it's not. The universe wouldn't do something like that, tell you, yeah, it's this. I put this message out for you, and because you're probably going to ignore it, I'm going to say it's going to be a Cancerian reader who does it for you. There's a lot of Cancerian readers out there, trust me. But it is another Cancerian. So there you go. If this resonated with you, that is fantastic. And if it didn't resonate with you, go and check out that All Signs overview, okay, and see if anything else does. If you like this video, please feel free, give it the thumbs up if you want. If you don't, that's fine as well. If you hate this video, give it the thumbs down. You probably never see one of my videos in your feed again. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you would like to, hit the subscription button. It's normally just located somewhere near the thumbs up button, so it shouldn't be too hard for you to find. And join my wonderful tarot team. Okay, thank you for your time, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Until the next time I catch you on one of my windows. Why are you on my windows, Sagittarius? Until the next time I catch you on one of my videos, you be good out there.